At parties, when people ask me, "What do you do?" I like to play a little game. Guess my job. And every time I win. And every time I get the same reaction. So you're probably wondering, if you've not already made an assumption, what is it I do? Well, let me tell you. I was born right here in the town of Warrington. And today, I have the incredible honour of serving our local town as a local midwife. But if you'd asked me all those years ago, was that the career path that I would have taken? I'd have probably have said no. Because at 16, I left school with no qualifications, zero career ambition, and midwifery wasn't even on my radar. Fast forward 15 years later, I wear many titles. I'm a midwife, a teacher, a husband, and a father. Titles I thought were once impossible. To live with purpose, I feel we need three things. Firstly, we need ambition to dream. We need belief to trust we belong. And we need courage. Courage to break through the ceilings that try to contain our hopes and our dreams. But we're not born with these three things. They're nurtured and guided over time by mentors, teachers, parents, and even by total strangers who dare to show us what's possible. We must ask ourselves, who are we? But more importantly, who do we want to become? As of July 2025, there were 46,000 midwives in the UK. Less than 200 of them are men. That's me. 0.3% of the midwifery workforce. But that story rings true across so many professions. The ceiling hangs low for so many roles. 6.5% of pilots are women. There's one female car mechanic for every 2,500 men. And just 15% of primary school teachers are men. The message is very clear. There are some roles that still whisper, "Not for you." Language can build and break a ceiling. Tell a girl engineering is tough, try something different, and you hand her a ceiling tile. Tell a boy who loves art that makeup is just for girls, and you reinforce that ceiling. I have two young daughters, Esther and Isabel, and I don't want them to grow up to see a ceiling. But if they do, I want them to have the ambition, the belief, and the courage to break through them. My words, your words, our words. I believe we all have a duty to break those ceilings. I believe in three very small, simple, but powerful approaches that can aid us in breaking those ceilings. Firstly, we need positive, visible role models. People out there that demonstrate to us what's possible. Secondly, we need safe spaces for exploring. Classrooms, living rooms, YouTube channels, all need to be a place free from judgment. And thirdly, finally, We need myth-busting facts. Planes do not care who's flying them, and spanners don't care who's holding them. Ask yourself, do you describe a role, or do you define who's fit to do it? Imagine doubling the pilot pool. Imagine hospitals, classrooms, workplaces becoming more brilliant, balanced, and bursting with talent. Stereotypes don't just waste that talent, they waste potential. Breaking the ceiling isn't just the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do. Impossibility is fed by doubt. But possibility, well, that's fueled by ambition, belief, and courage, and by somebody who dares to say, why not you? Let's raise a generation that doesn't just walk under ceilings, but smashes and breaks every single one. Be who you want to be. Become who you can be. But more importantly, believe in who you dream to be. Thank you.